Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're still covering the House of Representatives elections 2025 and the rerun that will be taking place in few minutes. After less than 15 minutes, the polls will be opened in 10 governorates for the partial rerun of the House of Representatives elections. And to shed more light on this topic, we are delighted to have with us over the phone Ambassador Gamal Bayoumyi. He is former Assistant Foreign Minister. Good morning, Your Excellency.
Good morning. How are you?
Thank you for joining us today in Nile TV International. And I would like you to tell me more about how crucial is the participation in the House of Representatives elections is to the Egyptian citizen.
Very important in my opinion, because it gives the individuals, especially our young people, who are claiming about a problem or another, or they like this or not, they do not like that, that they can rule the whole management of the country. If you choose who will represent you and you choose him well, then there will be somebody representing you in the parliament, and he is supposed to talk to the government whether we like something or we don't like something else, and so on.
Yeah.
In my humble experience, since I was a young guy, my family in Damietta were keen to go to the elections, my grandfather and my father, because we were supporting certain families who were famous about well representing our city. So we were keen to support them, and they always win the battle. Although Damietta is, after all, a highly industrialized city, and it was supposed to vote for El Wafd. No, they were voting for Hekel Basha because the Conservative Party, because the families were really representing the city as well as we can.
Yeah.
So there are two theories about constitutions, how the constitutions deal with the elections. One theory is telling us that electing and your vote is your right. You can use your right, or you can refuse to use your right. This is a theory. Another theory, no, that the voting is your duty to your country. And our constitution is taking this theory that the voting is a duty for every citizen. That's why they put a small penalty on those who do not vote. And this is very important in order to encourage people to go and give their votes.
Yeah.
And I am happy for some reasons, that one of them, that ladies are there. You see in this column of people, many ladies, and now the ladies are participating. In my age, when I was still in the secondary school, we were discussing in a huge discussion the right of women for voting, and they didn't have this right up till mid-50s. Only after Gamal Abdel Nasser and the revolution came in 52, but until end of the 50s, the ladies were not able to vote for their life. Now ladies are voting. Because of this, now we see some leadership of women. Thank God for those who are around us, Faiza Abu Naga and the late Aisha Ratib, Mushira Khattab, all these famous names of ladies who are really have a good part of our political life.
Yeah.
And my opinion by that time in the 50s, why we ignore half of our country? It is my mother, it is my sister, it is my wife, it is my daughter. Why I neglect all of these? This is one good part of these elections.
Yeah.
Also that really the elections is going quite in a quiet way, and no incidents except the the irregularities which happened, and it make us stop or re-voting again.
Yeah.
One thing also, I hope that we can follow it and to impose it, that I think that our mass media should give much more attention to the political life.
Yeah.
Because I tell you, I am an old man, but I rarely remember the name of 5 parties, for instance, or 10 ministers. So we do not have, still we do not have big political figures in order to lead our life and to talk to us, and whenever they talk to us, we believe them because we know them.
Yeah.
Our problem here is that the mass media doesn't put enough light on our politicians in order to make us know them much more.
Yeah. Ambassador Bayoumyi, you just mentioned your personal experience in the past with the House of Representatives elections and the participation of all families in the city. How do you view the participation so far in this current House of Representatives elections?
The percentage of those who are voting is good. It's not bad at all. Much better than any time in our life. But we have to encourage more and more, especially 2 categories, the young people, in order to make them aware about their country and its aims. Also the ladies, we want more ladies to come and to vote.
Yeah. And how do you assess the preparations that were made by all the concerned bodies in the governorates where the voting is taking place on Wednesday and Thursday?
I see that it is well mobilized, that even the governors of every city are in the queues going to encourage people to vote and to see if there is any problem, they can solve it on the spot. The participation of the government and the governors is very good, and we watch them all the time on the screen. And it is good time to mingle between the governor of every city and his citizens, to see them in the street, they talk to him, they feel that they are much closer to the government.
Yeah. Ambassador Bayoumyi, how do you view the participation or the role of the civil society in abroad and inside Egypt here?
Very good, and as a diplomat, I enjoy it very, very much, because it is a way to have the opportunity for our embassies and consulates to see their citizens as much as they can.
Yeah.
And always I put for myself a sort of a rule. If an Egyptian in a city I am serving there thinks to have a good cup of coffee, and he hesitated to come and have a cup of coffee with me, so I must see what can I do, because our embassy there, it's to represent our government and our diplomacy from one side, but also it represents all those citizens, which we are proud of them, by the way. We have more than 11 million Egyptians living abroad, and they are now the most important source of foreign currency. The last figure is $34 billion of transfer from this to their families and to their accounts, but it is a flow of hard currency coming to Egypt.
Yeah.
And really, I am really satisfied with this. Also, I want to give you a small example how an embassy or a consulate can serve their citizens. Not big things, but I remember I was a consul general in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, and I received a letter from a lady living in Jordan, telling me that she lost her father and her mother, and she doesn't know where is her brother, who she thinks he was living in Brazil. Thank God that this special citizen were visiting me some days before, So I put the families between Rio de Janeiro and Amman in Jordan in one shot. This is one part of our activities there, and we want every Egyptian to know also his other Egyptians living there, and they can serve each other, they can help each other, and I have good practices about this.
Yes, of course. Ambassador Gamal Bayoumyi, the former Assistant Foreign Minister, thank you very much for joining us today in Nile TV International. Ladies and gentlemen, short break and we'll be back.